John Hobby here with me tonight. And John is, for those of you who don't know, he's the guru in chief from corporate for the Pacific and all other places, probably soon to be the whole planet. You know, he's on a takeover campaign. So Ryan better watch out for his job. No, John's very kind to come on and talk to us together about the upcoming comp plan. And I just want to do a little quick intro. And that is that this, I think, for me and probably Alison, and I do want to welcome Alison McMillan on the call, because both of us are probably the ones here that have seen every comp plan change that's been done. And I think this is about number 4 variation. And I must say, it's not near as big a variation as the velocity one was. That was a massive shift. And every time there's a change, people get anxious, I guess the word. Some people in a really excitable way. Oh, this is going to be great. They're going to double my check. Well, probably not, sadly. But speak to John about that one. Any complaints addressed to him. But the other side is some people get just anxious. And I think the reason, to be fair, I think the reason for the most part is we get used to the plan we've got. And we understand it, and we explain it to people all the time. And so we're pretty used to that. And then they say, we're changing this, we're changing that. And what's that mean? I won't be paid on this. I won't be paid on this. What's going to happen? And I've had people say, well, you know, they won't be paying me on all these things. And I'm going, really? What do you think could happen if they actually did that? Everyone had stopped selling this stuff. It'd be the most counterproductive piece of effort in history. They'd go from 2 billion to 200 million almost overnight. So no, that's not what occurs. And it's not, to be honest, and I've looked at it for quite a while. I've spent quite a bit of time with some of the people designing it. It's not. People say, oh, they're doing this to save a fortune. No, they're really not. It won't affect the gross percentage payout. They pay out very much at all. What they're trying to do is change behaviors, and compensation plans are used to change behaviors. Much like the government uses tax laws, network marketing companies use comp plans. And so when we introduced velocity, and in this market, George Caligras and I worked with the company closely on that for a couple of years before it was done. And there were always a couple of what I would refer to as glitches in it that we didn't like from the start. It worked pretty good, but it just wasn't perfect. And I would suggest John will probably get right into that in a minute. But theory is one thing, and John has been studying this. He's been working with Global on it, and the Team Elite group, the core team in Australia, came to the conclusion that we didn't really want to be a guinea pig this time like we were with Velocity. So we thought we'd let them test it on Americans. They could be the guinea pigs for a change. And so with that, we'll be introducing it here in March, which gives us time. And there's a real advantage for this that I'm sure John will touch on. It is giving you time to think about. And the reason we want to do this for Christmas is you've got that little bit of downtime we can think about. But some of your actions, you may say, oh, I could put a bit more here or a bit more effort there. And you'll, you know, maximize your return from the new comp plan. And that was one of the big reasons we wanted not to be one of the first. Some countries will be way later than us, but I think 3 months is a pretty good run where we'll be right after ready to roll. And those of you coming to the Leadership Summit on the Gold Coast for the rubies and above will no doubt hear lots more detail. But before I get into having John, I've got another special guest that I have to do a little video clip for, because right now it's about 3 in the morning where she is. and that is Blakely, Lawrence Team Elite from the US. Why would I do that? Because the US started November 1st with the program. And so they've actually been paid on it. And as anxious as some people on this call have been or haven't been or whatever, that was just the same in the States. And I must have fielded 100 calls in November. What do you think's going to happen? What's this? What's that? And I'm like, well, let's just wait until December 6th or 7th and see what happens. I had confidence, but there's nothing like someone actually paid in it. So John's going to address how it works, but I just wanted Blakely to come in for a minute and address in her own unique style what actually happened in the first month. Did a check drop through the floor? Drum roll. Was it awful? Was it terrible? We don't know. Let's play her little clip, Karen, and see what she's got to say.
Okay, now we just got to find it. I had it here a second ago. Just bear with me. Oh, hang on. I checked a minute ago. Stop playing. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me have a look.
I've got it in front of me if you want me to share.
Okay, I've got it there.
Yeah. Cool.
Got to listen carefully.
Nighttime skincare while I chatted with you for just a moment about this new. You are probably a little bit nervous. I was literally the same way. I remember talking to Graham so many times being like, are you sure this is a good idea? And like, actually, I was straight up panicking because I was trying to understand the math. I didn't understand it very well. I didn't feel smart enough to understand it. I was really confident with the old comp plan and just like I had all these emotions and feelings. But I'll tell you what, when I lived out that first payout, everything was fine. I was super relieved. My paycheck went up, and that's all you need to know. The math works itself out. Just trust the company. But basically, just you don't have to worry. You might do that anyway because that's what we do. But I did enough worrying for all of us. So if you want to stack your worries on my shoulders and know that that's been taken care of, someone's already worried about it for you, and I'm living in your future because I've already lived through the comp plan and my patient went. It took a minute. It took a minute to get used to the change in pay as far as the building bonus not being weekly. They moved ours, I don't know if they're doing that to y'all, to the end of the month. But I will say it was a very nice surprise whenever I did get my check the next month because everything had stacked onto each other and I didn't have a chance to spend it previously. And so it was like, oh, I made all this money, and it felt like extra money because my selling and referring bonuses were more. Pop some of these pills and just relax because it's going to be okay. It made sense, but I had to live it the first month. And even that first month, I was nervous because I'm like, this is new. I don't understand it. People are coming to me with questions and I don't have all the answers. And I still don't have all the answers, but I'm thankful that the back office does all the calculating. And just trust the process. It's going to be okay. I thought it would be fun to do some nighttime skincare while I chatted with you for just a...
There we go.
Karen is the living, breathing example of duplication because my technology skills are about as good as hers. As you can tell, Blakely did that about midnight or something when she was on her way to bed, and she's got a unique sense of humor. But yeah, I must have had 10 calls from her in the month going on. Well, what about this? What about that? What about this? Reminded me of someone here, Jody. Who was that? Oh, no names. But I think there's nothing like, to be honest, that's all you need to hear. In some ways, it works. A check went up. That's pretty amazing in itself. Does everyone's check go up? No, not at all. We're not saying that, but we are saying hers did. And I have, the moment everyone got paid in the States, I have not had one call from anyone other than a few text messages saying, hey, this is great. It's all fine. Water's fine. So, as she said, the future looks good. It's proven they're being paid on it. John, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Graham. And thanks for having me tonight, everyone. It's always nice to be on with this group. Lots of friends on this call, and there's a lot on here we haven't caught up in recent times. So it's just nice to see your smiling faces on here. I am super, super, super excited to have this new comp plan come in, and I shouldn't even call it a new comp plan. To have the adjustments to the existing plan, because to Graham's point, it's not a total rewrite. There's just some really good changes here, and I know you probably think, yeah, well, John's biased. Of course he's going to say that. I will just say, like, I get invited onto the odd opportunity call here and there, like just every now and then. And ever since I've learned about these changes that are coming, I've actually really struggled being on the calls talking about our current plan. When people ask me questions, okay, so what do I earn when I sell this? And, no, just tell me the numbers. How does this, what's my exact pay if I go and do this? In every scenario that I've had, it's been, man, if I could tell them about the new plan, I'd be telling them a bigger number right now. And that's been my honest experience. So it's been like, okay, I can't wait. Let's go. And to Graham's point, and you all would have seen this, like we were pretty gung ho saying, hey, great, let's go. Pacific's, keen. And then, the core team got together and said, hey, whoa, let's let the States go and watch it. Funnily enough, our Chinese leaders, about a week or two after that decision, they came to me saying, John, we have done the maths properly now. We need this plan now. Like, bring it back earlier. Like, hey, guys, you've already changed it. Like, you were there. That was you telling me that. Yeah, but we hadn't done the maths properly. We've done the maths now. We want the new plan. So it's been a fun journey to date. Not that it made a huge difference in timing, but my point is it's an exciting plan. So I'll share my screen. Actually, I'll share it in just a second. Setting up just a couple of things. We love velocity and love everything about it. We've got, it's an amazing opportunity that we all represent. A couple of sticking points that we've got in today's comp plan. One of the, to me, the biggest one is upfront earnings. Now, some of you on this call retail and would disagree with me saying that. For those of you who are good at retailing, hey, retail markup gives a fantastic upfront earnings. And I'll actually say of all of the groups in the Pacific, this group actually does the most retailing. But even then, it's not the majority of you. So if you look at the majority of the business, it's largely majority are selling at member price. And in selling at member price, our upfront earnings story is okay, but not huge. And I'm sure all of you have said something along the lines of, oh, but once you get to brand rep, then things can become much more meaningful, right? So if you can relate to that, that is an obstacle. Like to say once you're a brand rep, like that's delaying, it's not upfront. And in today's market, like the market is flooded with opportunities. So to be competitive in today's market, although we've got the best compensation plan out there, and even though we pay more than others, even though 5% 6 levels is where the true earnings story is for NuSkin, but to be competitive in today's marketplace, we've got to get them there. And to get them there, we need upfront earnings to be strong. So that's one of the biggest drivers of this change, in that we have to get upfront earnings stronger so that people kind of get that, instant gratification. It's a great thing in today's society. So we get to tick that box in this plan. The second part to that we wanted to fix is our brand rep creation. Brand reps, as all of you on this call know very well, brand reps are the business. Like if you want a strong business, go find brand reps. That's absolutely the foundation, the key, and then help them find brand reps. That's how you get to Team Elite. That's the core of the duplication of NuSkin. But one of the biggest problems we've found with today's, it may not even be the plan, it might be a cultural thing, I'm not sure. And I'm not saying this to everyone because it's not everyone. It just happens more than we'd like to think. And that is, I'll use the term pop and drop. People where the upline, great, I'm going to help you, I've got to get you to brand rep, because a good upline, that's the goal. And sometimes a good upline becomes overly ambitious. Come on, we're just going to stretch you there. You got to get there. Come on, we're going to help you get you 2,000 points. They get there, they fall over the line. I did my 2K, and then it ticks over to the first of the next month. And what do you mean I got to do all of that again? And I got to do that every month? What are you talking about? So very quickly they pop as brand reps, and all too quickly they drop out. And the negative experience that is for someone who drops out is, NuSkin doesn't work. I worked so hard for that and wasn't really paid that much. They feel like a failure. They blame the company or they blame the upline. And then they go from being someone who's passionate about NuSkin to someone who's negative towards NuSkin. Now, again, I'm not saying that's everyone's experience. Obviously, all of you are here. So it's not the experience that you have had. But I'm sure you've come across the odd person here and there that's happened to. And again, it's happened more than we would like for that to happen. So the new plan, I believe, has the potential to fix that. Now, I'm not going to say it's magically going to cure it, but I really think it's set up to fix it as long as you guys apply it right. Yep, agree more than the odd person, sadly. You're not alone in saying that. And I see the statistics. You are absolutely not alone in saying that. The third one, now this one is only done by short-sighted people, but with our building bonus, because it's so generous, you've got a massive disincentive to create brand reps. And again, short-sighted, right? Short-sighted person thinks, build bonus, that's where my money's going to be. I'm only going to focus there. Let's not create brand reps. I don't even want to tell them about brand rep. We even have some people, I've witnessed very few over the years, but there's been a few that are doing the volume for it, but don't press the LOI button and don't know anything about it. And the upline's just trying to keep it hush hush so that they can get a strong building bonus. Absolutely crazy, because again, 5% 6 levels deep is the story. And that story is only brought to fruition through brand rep creation. But that's a reality. So they're three, to me, they're the three biggest concerns that I have with today's business. And again, we're not pointing fingers either way, but it's opportunity, right? If we look at it just with growth mindset of, hey, what can we do better? We've identified some things we can really improve. I'll throw a fourth one in there, and that is, in today's business, there is no incentive to sponsor people until you're a brand rep. Because if I sponsor someone and they're red hot, I get nothing until I'm a brand rep. That then puts a huge barrier in today's business. And it's not really switching people's brains on to thinking about the big picture, because, hey, there's no real incentive to sponsor. So, I'll try and sell, and see how I go with NuSkin. We can massively fix that. So with all of that set up, let me jump in Let's share my slides here. Okay, this is the bulk of this is 90% of the change that you're seeing on the screen right now. And let me go step by step. So don't speed ahead of me. Try and stay with me as I talk you through this so that you can just really clearly follow it, because it's really simple if you hear me out. And given I'm speaking to a group of people who are really familiar with the existing plan, you are the hardest group to teach this to because you've already got something in your mind. If I go and teach this to a stranger on the street, they would get it in 30 seconds. But you guys are battling, trying to forget what you know and relearn and trying to overlay this to current, which is a lot more complicated. But really simply, I just want to define DCSV. Hopefully you all know this by now, direct customer sales volume. So my DCSV is my customers' volume, people who I have brought into the business as members or as retail customers. So I've got my members, my retail customers directly connected to me. Everything they purchase is my DCSV. This plan makes member and retail critical to your success in the plan. I'll go as far as to say the front end of the plan only pays on member purchases and retail purchases. So it's customer volume. Meaning if you've got affiliates that you sponsor who put personal purchases on their accounts, you are not paid this upfront commission on those accounts. So I'm being really clear with that one. So with your DCSV,
Can you just say that again, John?
Yes. So to be paid commission, a selling bonus and an affiliate referral bonus is only paid on member and retail customer volume. Because if Karen is my upline and sponsors me, Karen's an affiliate, I'm an affiliate. If I purchase on my account, that doesn't count towards DCSV because DCSV is customer volume. I'm not a customer, I'm an affiliate. So to be really, really clear, what I'm really hinting at here is make sure all of your volume goes on a member account type or retail, but I'm sure majority would be member. Get it on a member account type so that it counts as DCSV, so that you paid the front end commissions that I'm about to walk through. So we need to make that really clear, and that's probably one of the biggest transitions that we need to make, because right now most of you sign everyone up as an affiliate in hope that they'll do the business. So we need to make that one big cultural change now, and I would actually recommend making the change right now. Even though we've got until March, you want to be building up your DCSV because it pays really nicely. So jumping in from there. So if my DCSV is 300 points, then I will be paid a 4% selling bonus. If my DCSV is 50 points, I'll be paid a 4%. So anything between 0 and 499, I get a 4% selling bonus on. Now, selling bonus is paid on member price minus, for those of you in Australia, GST. Like in America, they sell everything tax exclusive, which is really annoying because you get to the checkout and then they add tax on. So for us, given it is integrated, we do need to say, hey, if it's $100, you'll be paid on $91. So it's but amazing that this is on member price because it makes it really simple for the maths. There's no discussion on CSV or commissionable volume or anything. It's just, hey, what you sell it for is what the commission earns. Now, what I love about this, coming back to the opportunity story, it's not just, hey, great, everything you sell, you make 4% on member price minus tax. But hey, the more you sell, the more you earn. So if you sell more than 500 points, and 500 points is a real sweet spot that I'll talk about a bit later. But if you sell more than 500 points, you'll double your commission and your selling bonus goes up to 8%. And these tiers are paid on everything. It's not just paid on the next tier. So it's not 4% on your first 500 and then 8% on your next 2,000. As soon as you unlock the next bonus, that is paid on everything you've done in that same month. So if in week 1 I do 400 points, then I can earn my 4%. Week 2, I do another 500 points. So that totals 900. That puts me in this second tier, and that means I'm paid 8% on my new volume, but an additional 4% on that first week's volume because I've unlocked that for the month. So you can really build on that. 4 to 8 to 12 to 20. Now we know not everyone out there will be doing 10,000 points plus to customers, but it's on offer and there will be people out there who do it. So a huge 20% on offer as an upfront earnings on member price. If you get to 20% plus your 25% retail, that's looking hot. But even like I'll just focus my comments on that second tier there. If you do 500 points, and we would recommend all of you get to 500 points as kind of at least that starting sweet spot, then you unlock an 8% selling bonus. So already that would put you ahead of today's sharing bonus in most cases. So selling bonus is pretty simple, right? What you sell dictates what level you unlock, and then you paid 4, 8, 12, or 20% on everything you sell. The more you sell, the more you earn. So the affiliate referral bonus now, the column on the right, this is the one that is the most exciting part of this new plan. Because coming back to the fact in today's world, if you sponsor someone, you're not paid anything on it. This is polar opposite, because as you sponsor people and as you introduce people into the business and then they're selling to their customers, the affiliate referral bonus, as you can see, is actually more generous than your selling bonus. So very quickly, you're incentivizing sponsoring from day one, and that, like, selling and sponsoring, that's the habits that's going to get you to brand rep, to Ruby, to Emerald, to Diamond, to Blue Diamond. Like, you sell, you sponsor, you learn those 2 skills. That's the bread and butter of what you're doing. In today's business, hardly any affiliates that join NuSkin are sponsoring. Why? Because there's no incentive for it. So NuSkin has added this big, fat, juicy carrot. Like, Graham spoke about, this is designed to change behavior. This is the number 1 behavior we're looking to change. Sponsor from day one. As soon as you start in NuSkin, we want you telling all of those new people, great, sell. The more you sell, the more you earn. But sponsor, introduce people to the business, go find them, promote the opportunity. Doing that will unlock a far greater commission than someone who's even a very good seller. So the key to this is that everything is determined by your DCSV. All right. So the affiliate referral bonus is dependent upon what your DCSV is. So you unlock these rows based on DCSV. So Karen sponsors me. I'm an affiliate. She's an affiliate. I'm there selling loads of products. So Karen does 500 DCSV, and I go and do 2,500 DSV, right? Now, Karen, even though her group volume as such would be 3,000 points, her DCSV was 500, so she gets 8% of what she sells and 12% of what I sell. My commission, though, is 12% of what I sell because I've unlocked that third tier. I said 2,500, didn't I? I think, yep. So if I've sold more than 2,500, so I've unlocked the third tier, and anyone I sponsor, I'm going to make 16% on. And if Karen has a seller as good as me, hey, wow, I got John, he's doing 2,500. She's going to be there licking her lips thinking, man, if I could get my DCSV from 500 up to 2,500, I could earn an extra 4% on everything John's selling. Okay, let's do the numbers here. Great, that looks good. Let's go. Plus the extra 4% on her own sales. So the affiliate referral bonus, and here's where the real magic of this one happens. And that is coming back to our analogy. Sorry, Karen. Karen stays as an affiliate, but I go through, become a brand rep, I become a Ruby, I become a team elite. Karen will forever be paid the affiliate referral bonus on my DCSV. So if you sponsor someone red hot, and this will actually apply to most of you in your business today, your most productive people, your best people you've ever sponsored, who are now breakaways, brand reps, and today you're earning 5% on them. In this model, there's no such thing as breakaway when it comes to the affiliate referral bonus. So you'd be paid, for example, that extra 12% affiliate referral bonus plus the 5% leadership bonus on your breakaways. So where we've had big gaps in the business prior, this incentivizes from day one, sell strong, sponsor well. The more you sell, the more you earn. The more people you sponsor, the more you earn. And that becomes a really virtuous cycle moving up, because I start to see my commission increasing because I'm sponsoring. And that teaches me very quickly, sponsoring is the key. Now, what's that going to do to your brand reps, right? Let's say you join the business and you do 500 points and you start to sponsor people and you see, wow, hang on, I'm earning good commission because I'm sponsoring people. It's very quickly that you can have a duplication. Now, I know it rarely runs as simple as what I'm showing you here, but to put it in simple terms, and this is what, Ryan Napisky's been talking a lot about this recently, the power of three. I don't know if that message is filtered down to everyone yet, but if you join the business, you're this BR on top here, but pretend you're not a BR yet. You join, you get 500 points in DCSV. That means you're earning 8% selling bonus and 12% affiliate referral bonus. Then those who you sponsor, you kind of teach them the same duplication, right? Hey, 500 points is a sweet spot. At least get to that and then build from there. So when you help 3 people get to 500 points, do the maths, 5, 10, 15 plus my 520. So I'm all of a sudden at 2,000 points and I'm a brand rep. And I think someone in this scenario, and this is where I think we can have this fundamental shift in what we're doing in the business. Instead of it being one person trying to get their 2,000 points and scraping in, we're hopefully going to see much more sponsoring, so that it's someone with a team and they're already being paid well. So they're not like, it's not like you have to get to brand rep to start getting paid well, but it's, hey, you can earn good commission here. The more you sell, the more you sponsor, the more you earn. So when they do that, it's, oh, hey, by the way, you're actually something that we call a brand rep. I haven't told you about it yet, but you've just unlocked extra bonuses. Let me teach you. And I think that would be a totally different psychological experience for a new person coming in, because they've learned the foundational behaviors that gets them through with a strong base. So that to me is the magic of this whole design. I think we'll see much stronger brand reps coming through because they've learned early how to sponsor, how to help their affiliates hit that 500 points at least, just helping them step by step, which is very different to the experience today. So before, actually, do you want me to stop for questions on the first part, or do you want me to go all the way through? Karen, have you got a preference? I'm almost
maybe if we could ask questions, that would be really good. Ash has already got a question in there. So, yeah.
Okay.
So Ash is asking, what would stop us creating customer accounts as brand affiliates straight away?
Creating customer accounts.
I feel like I answered that after I read it in the thing. We need to be sponsoring or getting people to get that DCSV under them. Otherwise, that DCSV would go under them, which would make them a member anyway.
Yes.
Yes.
So you actually raise a really good point. I love that this balances the selling and sponsoring. So there's no motivation for me just to, hey, I'm just going to sponsor and place all my volume there, because what is that going to do for me on these tiers? Nothing. Yeah, if my own DCSV isn't strong, then I'm not paid a good selling bonus. I'm not paid a good affiliate referral bonus. Now, the great thing is, even though you might say, oh, okay, that's a shame, I've got to work hard to get my DCSV up. The great thing is everyone who you bring into the business has that exact same motivation of, okay, I've got to at least get to 500 points, right? And so if you just duplicate that to everyone, you're motivated for high sales and high sponsoring. Without your high sales, there's kind of no point on the sponsoring side because you're not getting that affiliate referral bonus. So you've got to get that up to at least a strong level to then see the full benefit. Really good point. Any other questions on the? I hope again, I've taught that in a very long-winded way.
So you've got, sorry, I'm just going to jump in here. So you like right now it's 50 DSCV that we have to have in our organization. It's going up to 250. Does that mean over the course of 6 months still, if we don't have the 250, or is it every single month we have to have 250?
So 250 is, so that's a new rule that's coming in. You need 250 points to maintain as a brand rep. So it's 2000, it's 2000 GSV still, sorry. But you do need those 250 points ongoing.
Every month.
Yes. But you'd be crazy not to have 250 DCSV.
Oh, absolutely.
Because and this is where this asterisk comes in at the bottom of the screen here. If you don't have 250 DCSV, you'll be paid 0 on your affiliate referral bonus as well. So that kicks in once you've got 250 DCSV.
Can you just say that again? So even if you've got less than 250 DSCV, you don't even get the 4% selling bonus?
Correct.
And
no, the 4% affiliate referral bonus. So selling bonus, you're paid straight away. But the affiliate referral bonus, like for us to pay you on sponsoring behavior, you've got to at least be selling, a little bit there. And that's so that people can't just sponsor like crazy, but then never sell a thing, not have any customers, not be doing the business. Like, I sponsor lots of people now. I'm just going to sit back and get this bonus coming in. You've got to at least have a base there.
So really, we want the right way tracks to happen.
Yes. Yep. Spot on. And obviously, and this team teaches this better than any, but 250 DCSV, that's a couple of major Farmanex products on subscription. Get a couple of Y-Spend customers and you're set. So if it was me, I'd be duplicating 500 points on subscription, kind of as my leading base for the business. Like, make sure you've got that 500 points every month, because we want you getting at least the 8% selling bonus and at least the 12% affiliate referral bonus.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Quick question. You may have answered it, John. Sorry if I missed it. Is the sharing bonus now non-existent?
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Thank you.
Selling bonus replaces sharing bonus. Yeah, good pickup. There will still be flex blocks. Actually, there's an enhancement to flex blocks, and that is we're converting them to flex points. And that means if you fall, I'll be dramatic in my example. If you fall 1 point short, instead of using a block of 500 points, you will use 1 flex point. So they're split up, used individually. Same application of that though. Like if you fall short, you miss out on being paid your bonuses. So like, of course, you would want to make sure, you're hitting that. But it's a brand rep friendly change to the rule to kind of give you more chance to maximize.
John, Alison here. Just how will they transfer that across in March if you've got 2 flex blocks left?
Yeah, so they'll just, anything as a block will be converted across as singles. So if you got 2 blocks today, you'll have 1,000 flex points when we switch.
And then when your 12 months is up, we're getting 3 flex blocks. Will we be getting 1,500 points, or will we be getting 1,000 points?
Yeah, exact same rules as today.
So only 1,500.
Yes.
on a repeat one, and 2,000 your first 12
Yep.
months.
Yep.
So then in the other one, I think you got, if it was your first brand rep, you got 4 flex blocks in your first 12 months, and then you actually got another 2 as well. So that was actually 3,000.
Yeah.
Will that still apply or no?
Yeah, same rules. So no change to any of the rules. Just
Right.
instead of blocks, it's 500 points.
Okay. The other thing I think is a real highlight here is that although you've got to qualify with your DCSV, that 12% that you're getting is on your actual price of the product. So that's 80% more than the points. Is that right? But we've got to take the GST out.
Yeah, correct. Now, spot on.
Yeah. Okay. So yes. So that 12% will be higher than what it would be on points.
Yeah. Dramatically higher, actually. About 20% higher.
Yeah.
So just looking now, I'm a bit confused. So this DCSV then is the dollars, not the points.
No, so this is the hard part. So DCSV is points, but
Yes.
your commission is paid on dollars.
Okay. So which isn't this, which is separate.
No. So if John is you sponsored John,
Mm-hmm.
and he has he's sold to his customers $1,000 worth of product, you're going to get paid so long as you've done your 500 points. Your yourself, your DCSV, you're going to get paid 8% on. It'll be about $800.
Because it's the dollar sign less GST.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is where, like, Hardy, I can see your question, or not a question, but hey, this is confusing. Look at this really simply. Get 500 points. So SV, sales volume points. And that 500 points will be paid 8% on the member price of those 500 points. So if the 500 points is $800, you'll be paid 8% on $800.
Yeah. So that means it's more than what we were getting paid before, because we used
Correct.
to get paid on the points, and now we get paid on the dollars less the GST.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. Jody, can you clarify your question, please?
I think you just answered it, John. So
Cool.
you get paid on the dollar amount, the percentage on the dollar amount, but the dollar amount is always member.
Correct. Yeah, if you retail, that's all cream on top for you.
Yeah. So the thing, what I think, how I remember this is that is on the dollar value of what's going through our business. So what we're getting, so that first and it's on the dollar amount.
Yes. I don't know if it was
Yes,
just
no.
me
Yes.
seeing Karen being a bit choppy there, but
Oh,
yeah. All good, all good. Let me jump into the build bonus because again, this is everything that's new, and it will take me a minute to explain the final steps. So really simple, the build bonus you can see is drastically different now. So if you do 2,000 GSV, you get 5% build bonus. If you do 3,000 GSV, you get 10% build bonus. Now, this is the takeaway of the comp plan. We can't always just add money. It's got to be a shuffle of money. Hey, all right, let's take from here so that we can fund the affiliate referral bonus. But again, we do see right now, the build bonus has been used sometimes in really healthy ways, but very often in really unhealthy ways, and it becomes a blocker to people progressing into the business. Because they're so just focused on build bonus that they miss out on the magic of 5% 6 levels deep. So with this, and again, this is the key, the build bonus today, as soon as they break away, you lose it. But the affiliate referral bonus that is very generous now, you never lose that. It's never taken away from you. So that's where these two have shuffled. But the key piece to it is you can access the significantly higher earnings as a brand affiliate. Day one in the business, I sponsor someone, they're a good seller. Like month one, I'm not a brand rep, I'm just an affiliate. But month one, I can be earning the sort of income that in today's plan is only on offer as a brand rep and with the build bonus. So just really simple. Hit your 2K, get 5%. But we will, of course, encourage everyone to hit 3K so that you can get your 10% build bonus. And then finally, this is a really simple one. Do 3,000 GSV, and that unlocks a 5% 6 levels deep. Only difference there being in today's plan is a 2.5% if you hit your 2K, where that level is gone now. You must hit 3K to get your full 5% 6 levels deep. And that's the plan. So if I give you a very quick summary, good night, buddy. The more you sell, the more you earn. From day one, sponsor, and you can earn good earnings from everyone you sponsor, even as an affiliate, which never breaks away, even if they go and promote through the business and you don't. Build your team then, and of course, you get your building bonus, hit your 3K to get 10% there, and then unlock your 5% 6 levels deep. So don't get too buried in, whoa, this is different, this is confusing. Again, if you taught this to someone with kind of no existing comp plan in their mind, they'd get it really quick. So you've just got to, don't get overwhelmed by it. Just try and think with a fresh mind, okay, what I sell is what I earn. Sponsoring unlocks affiliate referral bonus. Selling and sponsoring, as Karen said, they're the train tracks. Get those foundations going. And that will bring through much stronger brand reps with such a better psychological and emotional experience with NuSkin. And it's fostering, if Alison, Karen, Graham was to tell us, hey, how did I get to my level in the business? It'd be through, okay, I learned how to sell well, but I very quickly learned how to sponsor well. Sponsoring is the magic ticket, which just 99% of people don't do today. So we incentivize that, get that switched on to new people straight away, and we'll see drastically different results coming from the business.
I've just got
Go, Karen, go.
Sorry. So when will the pay be happening? Is it like we get daily, weekly, monthly now? When does that change?
Yeah, so this one, and Graham can kind of correct me on this because the one change, and Blakely hinted at it, the weekly pay is now changed to only being accessible monthly. But you can get daily pay on your personal sales. Of course, and that kind of goes back to my example. If you're paid out on your first week's sales and you hit, yep, pay me now. And then in your second week, you unlock a higher tier. You're back paid for the new gap because you've gone up a tier. You've paid the extra commission on what you've earned.
So what date will that be?
I believe it's the same as current. So yeah, no changes. And
John, I've got
yes,
another question.
selling bonus has a pay me now button. Sorry, Alison.
John, I've got another question from Karen Ashton. She can't work out how to get the messages on her phone. She said, what happens to the frontline brand reps who have been sponsored by someone else?
Good point. Okay, I can come back to this quickly. Okay, critical. This is a really good question. So Karen sponsors me. I sponsor Katrina. Just like that's your top of my screen there. Now, I drop out of the business. Katrina rolls up. So Katrina would then be direct to Karen, right? But Karen would not be paid the affiliate referral bonus on Katrina's personal sales. The affiliate referral bonus is only paid on people you personally sponsor and their customer volume. Separate to that, if Katrina is a member, so Karen sponsors me, I'm an affiliate. I sell to Katrina, who's my preferred member account that I've brought in. I drop out. Karen would be paid the selling bonus because Katrina's purchases do count towards Karen's DCS fee. So selling bonus, you get roll up. Affiliate referral bonus, there's no roll up, but because it's only based on personally sponsored volume. Very good clarifying question, though.
Great question. Let's just see if there's any more.
Obviously, take some time to digest this. It's being recorded, so I'm sure you can watch it again. If you want to jump on a call and talk through some things, let's do it. If you want to, flick me through a message and clarify anything, do it. I was really happy we got to have a call with someone. Graham threw Jody under the bus before with her questions. I won't name the leader, but one of you that I eventually had a call with had an incorrect understanding on one principle. So they were really negative on I can't believe the company's done that. We got to talk and chat it through. It was like, oh, okay, I misunderstood that. Great, I'm happy then. Kind of resolve concerns. So if there's anything that's not sitting right with you, reach out very quickly either to your upline or me, just to make sure we can just clarify anything and everything straight away to get rid of that angst as quick as possible, to Blakely's point.
Sorry, me. Okay, so yes, there was the question about the roll-ups won't, but what about right now? Like as soon as the thing switches, because we've got front lines that are roll-ups, but are they from the time that it starts? Are they my?
No, it is based on.
Oh,
so
okay.
there's no one-time true up. It is based on. It's got to be the original sponsor.
Okay, and Justine got a question of, do you only need 2,000 points to become a brand representative now? Or do we still have to do the 5,000 or the 6,000?
Yeah, I believe it's going just to the 2,000 fast track option. That's my understanding.
But then they still have to be a 2,000 point volume to stay.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where we really recommend and encourage people. Don't go for the fast pop because the faster the pop, the quicker the drop. Help them come through with a base, with customers, with starting to get a small team so that they come through with some strength.
And because they're getting paid more now at the beginning, that's going to work fine. That's going to be
exactly.
Yeah.
So John, one of the things I heard that to qualify as a brand rep, you had two options, which was your 2,000 DCSV. Can it also count brand reps in there? So it just has to be on your front line, the 2,000 in 1 month? Or does...
Question. I thought it still had to be in your GSV.
Yes, so it can be, so long as it's to do...
But you're saying, so Karen sponsors me, I become a brand rep while Karen's an affiliate.
No.
To my understanding.
Just any qualification. So at the moment to fast track, to fast track at the moment, you just have to have 2,000 points all on your front line, your front line, but it can include other brand affiliates.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you said brand reps before.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, brand affiliates. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and that's what we're encouraging. It's you bringing in other affiliates to then come through with that strength.
Okay. Now, the other thing was then the other way to qualify is no more 6 months. It's just 2 months of 1,000 on your front line, or 2 months of 1,000 all over. Because when you qualify as when you qualify now in a 6 month track, that it doesn't matter where that 1,000 points minimum is. It can be on your own personal, it can be customer, it can be 2 levels down from you if you're a brand affiliate. To qualify using the 2 month process, does it all still have to be on that front line?
I think I need to look that up. I'm sure that's not changing to where we are today. So there'll be no change to the existing.
So do we still? Then do we worry about blocks? Like blocks are a thing of the past. We don't have to worry about some as sharing blocks and some as building blocks.
Yeah, we won't be using that language again. But you do need your 500 points DCSV, which essentially is the same as saying a sharing block.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a different language, but same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't spread false information, let me clarify that one for you, Alison, and come back to you.
Thank you.
And so a Ruby partner is only 3 brand reps now.
Yeah, spot on.
One fat leg of 5,000 points.
Spot on. I love the simplification of this because it's add 1 and you go up a pin title. It's just a progressive 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Like that's just so much more simple than what we currently have. The one change is that you do need a 5K leadership team from the 3. So one of them at least has to have 5K. And that's so that it's another stepping stone to help the behavior of an emerald. All right, so that is the plan, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, can I just ask one more question?
Yeah, please.
It's Hadia. So I'm just going to move to another room. So say for example me, so Susan McDonald, I didn't sign up to her, but at the moment she's my upline because 3 people dropped out. So when this new comp plan rolls over, do I still stay under Susan or do the other people come back in even though they've left?
You stay under Susan.
Okay, so my team will stay as it is now?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like there's so many affiliates that have come and gone, but they're still affiliates, but they're not doing the business. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
That's it. That's confusing.
No
All
change.
People that have come and gone.
No change to where it is today, though.
Okay. All right. That makes it easy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope that made sense. I've got so many things in my head. I'm trying to get my words out.
All right.
Honestly, I can't stress enough how much you need to just simplify.
Yeah.
Sell the more I'll learn.
No, I think it definitely is simpler.
Yeah.
And
that's the key message.
Better. Very exciting.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Just the early earnings to come through with strength so that by the time they get to the back end, they're strong because they've learned to sponsor from the start.
Okay, well, thank you, everyone. We're right on our hour, and John has a family that he needs to get back to. So, John, thank you so much for all your time. Graham's unfortunately gone back to bed, but we really appreciate your time explaining all of this. And the big thing is now we can all go away and be excited about it instead of worrying about it over Christmas, and really look forward to obviously the new year and it coming, and be like those people going, we actually want it now. So now that we know how good it is, but it gives us something to be really excited about. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you everybody for taking the time to come and learn about it. And for those of you at Leadership, of course, you're going to get a lot more information on this. And our guest speaker is also from the USA. and she will have also be able to speak on, you know, her experiences as well. So that's going to be another big plus as well.
Okay, I'll stop recording.
Thanks so much, team. Really appreciate it.